With the signing of the latest Japanese phenom, Roki Sasaki, the Los Angeles Dodgers are being talked about in a Marvel Universe kind of way. Or maybe you've heard about it in the rich get richer, bad for baseball, change the deferral rules, the new evil empire, they must be stopped kind of way. But there's another angle that hasn't been discussed much, and it's more of a Jackie Robinson, Fernando Valenzuela, Ozzie Virgil Sr., Pedro Martinez, and even Jeremy Lin kind of way. Maybe not to you, but to the millions of Asian baseball fans in the US and internationally, this is about recognition and elite arrival. Quite simply, there are few Major League Baseball teams that have had multiple elite NPB players on their 26-man roster at the same time. With the Dodgers' 3 players, it seems to have baseball losing their minds in one way or another. After the success of Japan in the World Baseball Classic, more recent attention and value has been placed on Japanese and Asian players. So all of a sudden, with the Dodgers signing multiple high-value players from Japan, people sometimes don't know how to take it.
Hey, the Dukes are trying to corner the market.
But we've already seen this before from the Dominican Republic. Currently, there are over 100 Dominican players on Major League Baseball teams, and no one would bat an eye if a team had 3 or more Dominican players on their starting rosters. So why is there so much attention with the Dodgers and their Japanese and Asian players now? The Dodgers had already pioneered with Hideo Nomo and Chan-Ho Park, but at the same time, you almost couldn't find multiple Asian players on one team. It was almost like you weren't allowed to have more than 1 or 2 of those kinds of players. The history of the NPB and MLB has played into the trickling of players from Japan, but bias has always been there too, if we're honest. Now, Japanese pitchers have become like Dominican shortstops. Now everyone wants one, and Roki Sasaki is not the last. Dominicans, Cubans, Asians worldwide, and Asians in North America are seeing mainstream acceptance into one more lane that they previously just had partial access and visibility. So Dominicans get this, Mexican Dodger fans get this, and we should all get this too. It is simply a coming of age for a population of baseball players and baseball-loving fans that see themselves on the field more than before. Babe Ruth once toured Japan and played with Japanese league players. Japanese Americans had baseball leagues while their own country had them in concentration camps during World War II. Now, Shohei Ohtani is being compared to Babe Ruth and is joined by Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Roki Sasaki on the same team. At the same time, the Dodgers have a new player from South Korea and a Korean-American player, MVP. On top of that, they have a coach with Okinawan blood running through his veins. Time marches on, folks, and we're better for it, and so is baseball. So while many others focus on the brilliant parlay of the Dodgers and how that's bad for baseball, there's a beautiful narrative that should not be overlooked. All the Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, Chinese, Dominican, Mexican, Venezuelan, Colombian, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Nicaraguan, Canadian, Panamanian, Australian, Netherlands, Italian, British, Israeli, Czech Republic, and the American-born players of every descent. The MLB is finally having their World Series look more like the world. And that is a great thing for baseball. If you agree, please like and subscribe. This is a new channel, and I thank you for watching.